Hello. Hello.
বুঝেছি। হ্যাঁ, ওটাই বলে দে ফোন করে। তুই দেখ, একটা জিনিস
Hi
দেখ,
Manojit.
26 তারিখে না FSPA বলে যেটা আছে সেটা চলেনি, নট শিডিউলড হয়েছে, কিন্তু বাকি 27 তারিখে চলে গেছে। তা ঠিক আছে, তুই ওটাই কর, অ্যালানকে বলে দে। মানে কালকে সবগুলো চলেনি, ঠিক আছে তুই বলে দে না এখন, আর আপাতত বলে দে, তারপর ওরা বুঝে নেবে। ঠিক আছে তুই বলে দে। হুম। যাওয়ার আগে আর একবার বলে দিয়ে যাবি, আজকে যখন বেরোবি তখন আগে বলে দিয়ে যাবি সৌম্যকে। আর সেটা আবার মনে করে দিয়ে যাবি ওকে বেরোবার সময়, যে সৌম্য অ্যাজ পার মেল ড্রপ করে দিয়ে যাবি, মেল ড্রপ করে দিয়ে যাবি, অ্যাজ পার আওয়ার ডিসকাশন, লাস্ট ডিসকাশন, ইট হ্যাজ ডিসাইডেড দ্যাট প্লিজ লুক ইনটু দিস, বলে এরকম একটা মেল টেল করে দিয়ে চলে যাবি। নাহলে কিন্তু তুই কেস খাবি। হ্যাঁ, একটা স্ক্রিনশট মেরে দিবি ওকে, যে আর ওকে ওখানে অ্যালান ফ্যানকে রাখবি না, অ্যালানকে রাখবি না, ঠিক আছে এখন আমি রাখছি, হ্যাঁ। হ্যালো।
Yeah Manojit. 1 minute.
ইয়া ইয়া ইয়া।
Sai. Now the user ID password and Sai. User 3. Okay. Oh, thank you. See, Manojit, till now
Yeah.
we have completed enterprise structure and utility basic functions and master data. There is business master and as well as technical master we have seen. Now we are going to be starting the billing concepts. Okay, till if you have any doubts or anything, just please let me know now because it's an entirely different topic.
Yeah, that's fine. Up to this, whatever you have taught, it's fine.
Yeah. See, basically in this billing, contract billing, main chapter is billing master data. In this billing master data, different billing objects are existing like billing class, rate type, rates, rate category, schemas, variant of programs, and prices, okay, period control, like this. We are going to be discussing each and every object detailedly. If you look at any electricity bill or any water bill or any gas bill, we'll take as an example of electricity. Okay, if you take electricity bill, there you can find the consumption. No, if you look into the bill, there you can see the consumption charges, correct? And then rental charges. That is a meter rent or base price or something, it will be there, rental charges. And then some service charges and some government duty. All together it will be maintained, right? In particularly in India. So we need to map each and every charge in the SAP level. How to map it and where we need to exact put our logic and all, we will see now. First object is billing class. Basically, billing class, it classifies the installations for billing. Okay. For example, in particular, if you take West Bengal Electricity Board. In the West Bengal Electricity Board, we have in West Bengal we have different types of customers, like residential customers, commercial, industrial, and agriculture. Let's take 4 different groups of customers. Okay. So for residential customers, you can make different billing class, like the same way for industrial different billing class, commercial different billing class, and the agriculture billing different billing class. Because most of the cases for agriculture customers, government will give some subsidies, and without meter, they'll provide the services. These kind of opportunities are there for agriculture customers. So based on regulatory authority logics and as well as service providers logics, charges, everything we need to include into our logic. If you look into the I said billing class, it classifies the installations for billing. Right? If you look into the /4 ES32, that is installation level. See, billing class we maintain here. Let's say it's a 0001, it's a agriculture billing class. Like the same way, if it is residential billing class, we will maintain different billing class for this. So, so this billing class classifies or differentiates the installations. These are the installations for billing purpose. Okay, and billing class will be maintained each and every object level. When you create rates, it's specific to the billing class and division. If you go for rate types, it's specific to the billing class, or schema, rate category, prices, everywhere it's specific to the billing class. So billing class is very important. Now just go to the billing class. I will create 1000. So I'm taking 3 billing classes. One is 1000 as a residential customers, 2000 industrial, and 3000 agriculture customers. Save it. Note it down, okay? Billing class, just note it down.
Yeah.
Because from here, it's a billing subject have been started.
Okay.
Next is operands. Okay, variant programs. Okay. Next is variant programs. Basically, in these variant programs, basically it's like algebra formulations kind of thing. For example, there is in our billing logic, there will be some different calculations. Like we take the consumption from the register. If the consumption is let's say 200 units, based on the consumption, my service charges need to be calculated. I mean 200 units of the consumption is equal to per unit is 10 rupees. 200 into 10 rupees is 2000 rupees. So on 2000 rupees, I wanted to calculate my service charge 15% of the consumption charges. Consumption units, it's a 200 and my price is 10 rupees. So it will be 2000 rupees. So my service charges, let's say it's a A, which is it's a A, okay, and the service charges it's A into A into 15% is equal to B, and rental charges, it's if it is one phase 100 rupees, if it is 3 phase one phase, let's say one phase 100 rupees, if it is 3 phase 300 rupees. Okay, now we'll take only one phase, it's 100 rupees, so is equal to B. C. These are my charges. If I look into the my consumption bill, I can see what's my this month consumption from is July, right? From July 1st to July 31st. What's my consumption? It's 200 units. Okay, 200 into 10 rupees. It's 2000 rupees. And then it's a service charges. It's a government charges or service charges. For an example, I'm taking the service charges. Service charges is a consumption charge 15% of your consumption charges. So A into 15%. So service, you will get the service charges, and rental charges, it's a different. If the consumer or customer is accessing one-phase service, then it's 100 rupees. If he is taking three-phase service, then it will be 300 rupees. Client to client and customer company to company, it will be changed. So these are, so my total I need to get end of the day, I need to get the total bill. Total bill is 2000 into 15, 300, 2300 plus 100, 2400. So my monthly bill is 2400 rupees. Okay, so what I have done here, my first calculations, A into B A into 15% plus A charges plus C charges, so that I'll get my total logic is A, B, C, D. Okay, so it's all about algebra calculations, correct? So entire logic, A into some factor 15% plus again I am taking the amount, and again I am taking the some amount or decimals, whatever it is. So all these formulas, SAP has provided a few variant programs. All these, I mean, these kind of algebraic formulas are there in SAP. It's all about variant programs. If you look into the variant programs, SAP has provided a few different kind of variant programs. I think different variant programs are existing. All these variant programs we need to use based on our logic, based on the requirement purpose. Okay, so let's take this one. Compute to 02. If I take compute 02, it's what is my variant program? What is saying? Add two amounts. Okay, so here I am getting amount and again amount, so that my output will be the amount. In my logic, I need to include, here is the one amount, here is the one amount, and one more amount is there. So if I want to include amount, then I use compute 02 variant program, and sorry, and I'll get my output. Okay, so for this particular logic, I need to go for the compute 02. If I want to subtract the same way, for example, in my logic I need to subtract, let's say because I'm giving subsidy to my agriculture customers, so I don't want to collect rental charges from the customer. So here I'm adding these B charges and the A charges, okay, and subtracting C. Okay, so for adding these two amounts, I use compute 02, and for subtracting from this amount to this amount, I use compute 01, subtract two amounts, so that I'll get the amount. So it's all about based on our calculations, which variant program we should use it in rate steps level. That's very important. Okay, so different variant programs are there. I'll explain you each and everything. I mean, group wise I'll explain you. At the time of rate creation, we will see required things. Here we have back BI. Back BI variant programs, basically it will be used for back billing purpose. In DPC, that is a dynamic periodic control cases or back billing cases, we will be using back BI variant programs. And compute variant programs, it will be algebra calculations or arithmetic calculations purpose, we'll use it. For example, if you want to include two amounts or subtract the amounts or multiply the factors or add two factors, okay, update amount, like this, different variant programs are there. Based on our requirement, we need to use the suitable variant program. And then we have demand. This demand, basically for demand calculations purpose, we use demand variant program. For example, I am determining the demand charges. See here I have explained about the consumption charges. So what I have done, consumption 200 units into 10 rupees, so 2000 rupees I am getting the amount. Let's say if it is in demand, I need to get the demand from my register. So I'll get the demand. So per unit it's 10 rupees again. So 2000 units. So for that, we use a demand 01. Evaluate demand with a price. Like the same way, subtracting two demands, different variant programs are there. In these variant programs, here you are seeing, right, input operand category. This is a operand category. Demand, and output operand category also, it's a demand. What is this operand category? Using these operand categories, I'm going to be discussing about the operands. Operands are, no, it's nothing but variables.
Yeah.
Okay, so variables. So these variables will be created based on our operand category. For example, in this logic, for subtracting two demand values, I need to go with the demand operand category 1 and demand operand category 2. So I will be creating two operands. One is with demand operand category. Another operand also, it's with demand operand category. So I'll be assigning some values to these demand 1 and demand 2. So I'll get the output. It subtracts the value and I'll get the output.
Okay.
Okay. This is like this way, so many variant programs are existing for multiplication, for adding two demands, for divide two demands, for like this, based on the requirement, we need to check it, which variant program is suitable. We need to take that one and use it in your rate steps level. If it is a standard variant program is not existing, then what we need to do? If the standard variant program is not existing, then we can create our own variant program. It's a customized variant program.
Okay.
Okay. While creating a variant program, customized variant program, it's nothing but it's a just a functional module. It's a small functional module. Just I'll show you. Okay. Let's take any variant program. For this functional module, only one link will be there. How to identify the functional module? That's also very important. For example, I'm taking demand 23. So what is the logic is existing for demand 23? If you look into the ISU underscore demand 23. That is the link. Just write ISU underscore. Okay. Then you can see the functional module logic of this variant program. Okay. So if you want to create new variant program, then copy the existing one, copy this one, okay, and create your own variant program. The link basically, when you copy it, for example, slash, for creating a variant programs, the transaction is EA88. Just go to EA88 and give demand 23. See, here operand category, demand, amount, T price, everything is there, right? So no, if you want to change any logic, copy this one and change it. Okay. Or else copy in the sense, just go to create Z demand 23. Okay, create, copy in the sense whatever the fields, whatever the input operand and output operands are existing, maintain the same thing over here. If it is a demand operand category, let's say I wanted to use demand into factor, so I wanted to get amount. Okay, that is the logic I want to build, because it's all are variables, right? Whatever the values you give or you provide as an input, it will be considered and it will give the output. So I'm giving demand, and I'm giving one more operand category as a let's give factor. Some demand and factor I'm giving, and I wanted to calculate an amount. For example, in SAP has not provided with these variables any variant program. So I wanted to create new variant program using these variables. Okay, and then assign some variant category here. Variant category, no special variant. I'm giving this one and save it. So ZDEM 23, just we have assigned, but there is no logic for this, correct? What I need to do it, only I have taken one demand and one factor, and output I have given. So usually what we will do, we will create till here whatever the output I want to create it, we will create it, and then this one I'll give it to developer. Then ABAP consultant, he goes to ZDM23, right? ZDM23. He'll create the functional module for this. Okay, copy the ISU underscore Z23. Sorry, demand 23 is there, right? So he'll copy that one and paste it here, and he'll do the small changes for this. how to copy the program. This is the way. So actually, I think doesn't have the web access. We cannot do it. Usually, no, you can do like this, and if any small changes are required at in functional model level, you can change it. Okay.
Okay.
I think you might have known that. Have you worked on this area?
Actually, I work with the directly program, but I am not building any or changing any kind of this function standard copy this standard function module to in Z program. I've worked in
Okay.
several logic in the program of billing.
Program in the sense variant. Have you worked on variant programs?
No, no, no.
Okay. You might have worked on the print workbench and some reports or something. Correct? Just you check
Yes,
it.
yes,
It
yes.
will be very interesting. I know. Putting logic in a variant program level, it's no, very few people knows this. Creating a new variant program, how to create it, and in a variant program also in that functional module, we need to put our logic in one particular place. Only experts knows that where we need to include our logic. That one, it's very interesting. And then till here it's a demand calculations purpose. Use a demand variant program, and then discount for any variant. For creating a variant program, you need to go to EA88. Just go there, give your a required name, and go there and assign operand categories as per your requirement, and then go to the functional module and copy it. That's what you can do it. Sorry. And then discounts. If I want to use discounts in my logic, I can use these are the variant programs. And then dynamic is a dynamic periodic control purpose. For triggering back billing purpose, I can use DY and BI01. This is the variant program. And if I want to use some conditions in my logic, for example, if I want to check two demands, one customer have two demands, I want to calculate highest demand. I'll pick the highest demand, and then my entire calculations will be based on that, so that the company will be benefited. In that cases, I use if variance. If I want to compare two demands, if I want to compare two quantities, then I use if 01. If I want to compare two amounts, I will be using if 02. Okay, these are variant programs are existing, so I can use it. And in fact, these are the variant programs. It will be used. For example, at in logic level, I have determined it. I pick the consumption from the register. It's at 200 units, and then I wanted to user wants to see the consumption at in installation facts level. Then if you use infact 05, this is the variant program infact 05, then you can use if you use this variant program, then automatically you can write the build consumption at an installation facts level. So user can see the customer's consumption at an installation itself. Here every time he need to go to the this one device and what is the previous consumption reading and what is the present consumption reading. what is the difference, like that. He need not to calculate it. We can pick the consumption and display it in the installation facts level. We'll see that one, how to do it and all. And then like this, different in fact variant programs are there. Using these in fact variant programs, we can write, or we can use the any value set in the installation level, and some flat rate billing purpose. For example, let's take agriculture customers. They don't have the, government may not provide the meters to them. It's based on the consumption or based on the area. For example, one particular customer have 10 acres of land, cultivating land. So for 10 acres, how much energy he may consume based on the area or based on the land, companies will decide what could be the flat rate for the customer. So they can use the lump sum. These are the variant programs. And then quantity variant programs. These are quantity variant programs for calculating the consumption purpose. For example, your consumption is, demand is different and consumption is different. Demand is, it will be in kW, kilowatts. It's a demand. And whereas in consumption, we will be calculating with the MWH. So different variant programs are there, and these are the settle 01 to settle 22. It's for calculating the rental charges. Use the settle variant programs. 100% we use settle 01. These are the important variant programs. And then utility for terminating your DPC, and if you want to put any extra logic, you can put it. This is about the variant programs. Now, by and large, one by one, we'll see it in the rate steps level. Okay. If you need any clarification, please let me know now itself, because we are discussing it, right? So if you have any doubts or anything, just we'll discuss it again. If it's
okay, you will show me how to write this variant program during rate steps, right?
No, these variant programs basically will be used at in rate steps level. Another object is there in billing master data. Rate steps level, basically we need to develop our logic. For example, for consumption charges, I have for residential customers, I need to calculate my consumption charges, service charges, and as well as some rental charges. So for consumption charges, I need to pick the consumption from the register. So I need to use the register operand. So that logic I need to include, and I will need to create one more rate. It's for service charges. It's a flat rate. Based on my consumption charges, I need to calculate the some flat rate. Okay. So for that, for consumption charges, I'll use quantity 01. Quantity 01, basically what it shows, it will pick the quantity from the register, and using the price I can get the amount. So consumption amount 2000 rupees, I will get it here. Okay, and then based on this amount I need to calculate my this one, service charges, 15% of the service charge. So for that, SAP has provided a few more variant programs. Let's say this is the variant program, lump sum 01, or amount into factor. So you can take this one. Okay, because I'll be getting the amount from quantity 01. I use that amount, and I'll include the factor 15%. That means 15 by 100, 0.15. I use 0.15. So it will be calculated, and I'll get the amount. Okay. And then the rental charges. For rental charges, it's an SAP has provided a standard variant program, settle 01. So this is my rental charges. So I use this variant program. So I can determine my rental charges. So that after developing entire logic, I I will be including all the rates at in schema level. Okay, schema is a one more master data. I'll explain you about that, and then I maintain it in rate category level. This rate category I will maintain it in the installation. Correct? Billing class and rate category we have maintained.
Yes.
So at the time of billing, no, it trigger the rate category, it picks the rate category, and then it goes to the schema, and then in the schema level we maintain different charges. So it calculates each and every charges, your consumption, your flat rate, your rental charges, everything it will be calculated, and total amount will be determined. This is how the billing engine will execute. Okay. Just try to understand this variant program. You need to practice it, then only you will get some doubts, or you can understand betterly. This is about the variant programs. Now we'll see the operands. In these operands, while discussing the variant program, we have discussed about operand category. Do you remember?
Yes.
These operands basically it's nothing but variables like your A, your B, your C. These are the variables, right? So these variables in SAP ISU level we will create as an operand. We will treat as a operand. Yes. So in the while discussing operand category, I'll open. Let's take see here, if you take compute to 12, it's add two integers. Instead of this, let's take compute to 02. You can understand properly. See, compute to 02, it's add two amounts. So operand category amount and one more amount is operand category, so that I will get the output. If you look at over here, this is the operand category. So if I want to use this variant program, I need to create one operand with operand category amount, and one more operand with operand category amount, and one more operand category with amount. So here operand category I need to select as an amount, and which division, or we are creating it for which division. Let's say electricity 20, we are taking it, and then operand, what is the operand? Okay, let's say I'm calculating for residential customers amount. Okay, so here we have different operand usages. Normal usage and register operand and RTP operand. Normal usage in the sense, no, just create operand with a normal usage. 1 minute. Sorry. Normal usage, and then we need to provide we need to pass the values for this. We will discuss how to pass the values, how to maintain the operand values and all. And then register operand. Register operand will be created for basically, register operand is nothing but something if you are getting from the register. Basically, what you will get from the register? Manojit, are you there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In a register level, from register, what we can get it. See, register is nothing but one meter will be there. Device, in the device level, register will be there. In the it's a providing the readings, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, it's a meter reading. It will provide. So my previous meter reading is 1000 units. My present meter reading is 2000 units. So what's your consumption?
Mm-hmm.
1000 units, right?
1000.
Because
Yes.
yeah, present readings minus previous readings. So 1000 units is my consumption. So these readings and consumption can available at in the register level. I need to pick these 1000 units to my billing logic. If I use register operand usage, then I can pick the consumption. Okay, for that purpose, we need to use the register operand. Okay, and then RTP operand. So RTP operand is a real-time pricing operand. This at the time of RTP billing, we will need to create the operands, RTP operand, because we will get the consumption or demand or amount, whatever it is, it will be from the profiles level.
Okay.
Okay, in EDM, 15-minute or 30-minute or 1 hour profiles will be maintained. All the profile values are available at in EDM level. So some RTP interface we will create it, and through RTP interface we can pick the values. That time we need to use the RTP operand. So now I am creating a normal usage.
Okay.
Let's say amount. It's a operand group. Basically, this operand group, it will be used. I have 10 to 15 operands. So I wanted to see all the operands. For example, it's an operand group, operand category amount. So if I maintain operand group as an amount, as a group, it will be maintained. It comes in the facts level as a group. It comes under amount operand group. If I maintain consumption or quantity, this operand comes under quantity level. Okay. Now it's not required. Just forget it. Now it is not required. And then here BW relevant check is there.
Yes.
If you check this checkbox, then this operand can be picked it in the info cube level.
Okay.
So BW consultant can use these values at in BW level. For that you need to check this checkbox, otherwise it's not possible. Okay. And then for creating a let's say quantity. Okay. These are the fields are not. It's in display mode. If you use operand category as a quantity, I'll show you. See, now it's in enable mode. This rounding category is nothing but, for example, if your consumption is 100.23, okay, so I want to make it round it off. If it is 100.23, I want to make it to 100. If it is 100.56, I want to make it to 101. Like this you can rounding up. If you do rounding up, then it will make it up highest value. It will do, if you put rounding down, it will create, if it is 100.23, then you will get only 100. Nearest whole number. Nearest whole number means if your consumption is 100.237, so it is 37, right? So what your last two digits you can consider plus or minus of the decimals. If you if you want to do plus 2 decimals, rounding to 2 decimals, then you can use this logic plus 2 decimals. If you use minus 2 decimals, okay, based on the requirement we need to map it. This is the way you can do it. If you the same way, if you use demand, then these variant programs will be activated. Okay, and operand accesses. These operand accesses just always keep all operand values. Okay, keep it like this. Because different options we have, like a key date. Some customers wanted to create bill for one particular date on let's say 10th of every month. I want to generate my bill.
Okay.
Okay, not before or after, because if you create my bill on 10th, my due date will be 25th. Okay, so that I can pay the amount before the due date. So these kind of demands will be there from the customer's place. So those scenarios you need to use key date. We have at in portion level also one key date. So you can use the same date. So on that one, whatever the particular date you will give, on that particular date you can create the bill for the customers.
Okay.
And then remaining things are not that important. Just leave it. Always use. It's better to use all operand values. This is the input. Use this one. And remaining things. Only demand. It will be it will ask when you create a demand operand. It will ask number of peaks. One peak or 2 peaks. Because the demand, what will happen? If your demand is let's say 100 units, 100 kW. Okay, if the customer is using a maximum demand 100 kW, okay, that's fine. With 100 kW, they'll create bill for the customer. If he use 120 kW or 130 kW, then some penalty will be charged for the customer. So for those cases, how many peaks you want to calculate. One peak is 130 and another peak is 100. So I'll take 130 plus 100 and I'll take the average. Based on the average, I can calculate my demand charges.
Yeah.
Okay, that's possible. So for that, we need to use this one. Okay, so this is BW relevant. This is about the operands. Operands basically it's a variables. Just remember this. Yeah. These variables will be used as a input and output for the particular variant programs. These variant programs, we will be maintaining it in the rate steps level. Okay. Yeah. Just as of now, just try to understand operands is a variables. At the time of rate creation, you can understand what is what.
Okay.
Consumption. There's a unit of measure, you need to assign it here. There's a weighing key. See, this is a quantity operand. So I can assign operand group as a quantity. So all quantity operand category operands will be attached to this operand group. It will be like that. Okay. And then save it. So I have created residential underscore amount operand. Okay. This is have you understood about billing class, variant program, and operands? Because it's very important. Yes. In whatever from today onwards, whatever we are discussing, right? Each and everything is very closely integrated, and each and everything is very connective.
Yeah. What about the register operand?
Register. Okay, we register operand also we can create it. It's not a problem. Just for an example purpose, I have created. At the time of that scenario, we can create the register operand.
Okay.
let's say it's a quantity, right? Check this one, and then only thing is that just you need to check the register operand, that radio button, that's all. So automatically it will
What
pick
is
the
the difference between that normal usage operand and register operand?
See, normal usage operand, for normal usage operand you need to pass the value or you need to maintain the value. Okay. At in rate steps level we have facts. At in facts level, if you create as a normal operand, then you have to maintain some value for that operand. Okay. Whereas in register operand, if you create a register operand, then the consumption will be picked from the register.
Okay.
Register in the sense the registers will be available, all will create in the meters level, device level. So based on the consumption, it picks the consumption from the register, and this register operand category operand can read that consumption and can pick that. For example, if your consumption is 1000 units, this 1000 units it will be picked from your register. Okay, and then at in rate steps level we will maintain the prices, right? So this consumption into will with price will get an amount.
Yeah.
For creating it's just only thing is that normal usage in the sense you need to pass the value. Register operand, if you create a register operand, then this operand will be pick the value from the register. Blindly you can remember like this. If you go to the schema, okay, display level or something, if you double click on, you can reach to the schema. After reaching to the schema, you can see if it is a register operand, that means this operand value can be picked from the register. If it is RTP operand, then this value can be picked from the profile level. Just remember that. Okay. Because this complete history till now we have not used it. No, we are not used anywhere till now. Just leave it that way. Usually you will be using normal operand, register, and RTP operand. These three are very very important. Yeah. So after giving the value, just save it. This is how we need to create the register operand. For creating a RTP operand, only thing is the RTP operand. Give it there. From profile, which values you are picking, MWH or KWH, whatever it is, you can assign the same unit of measure. Here, whatever the unit of measure you are maintaining, same unit of measure you need to maintain it in the price level. Just remember that. Okay. Price level also we need to maintain the unit of measures. So whatever the unit of measure you maintain, same unit of measure you should maintain it in the price level.
What is like that weighting key?
This weighing key is related to device management. In the we have different procedures in for devices, linear program and some other programs purpose. Now it's not that it's not relevant to which is basically will be used for prorating data or prorating data purpose, you can say blindly. Okay. Hello?
Yes, yes.
It will be created from the device management level. It will be used from the, it will be used for proration data. Just for an input purpose, just you give it that. Whereas in deregulated markets, they don't use the weighing key. Weighing key procedure, they don't use it because what's happening in deregulated market, meters will be provided, third party, another vendor will provide the meters to the customers. Okay, your service provider or your client, just he purchase power from the supplier and he supplies to the consumers, and he will not provide the meters to the customers. So meters will be provided by another vendor or another third party company. They'll take care. So you need not to maintain any weighing key, something over here. Basically this weighing key, based on this weighing key, proration will happen. At a billing point of view.
Can you please explain what is proration actually? What is the exact meaning of proration?
Okay. See, proration means, let's take your service charges, your flat rate is 30 rupees per month. Okay. If your billing period is from January 1st to January 30th, it's a 30 days period, right?
Okay.
So for 30 days, your flat rate is 30 rupees. So that means for 1 day, 1 rupee, correct? Whereas in if your billing period is only 20 days, billing period is only 20 days. In that case, it will be prorated based on the logic, so 1 day, 1 rupee. So you need to pay only 20 rupees to the customer. Company also will develop the logic in such a way that customer, they'll collect only 20 rupees from the customer. So if you use this weighing key, and the same weighing key will be used at in register level also. So it will be mapped and it will be prorated the value. Okay. For example, let's take a register operand. We are using it. Okay, RTP operand or register operand. When you create a register or RTP operand level only, this weighing key will be activated. Other cases it will not. So if you create a register operand, so what will happen? You will be getting the consumption, correct? Let's say per month consumption is 30 units. Okay, 30 units. In so in my logic, I want to calculate first 10 units. Let's say first 10 units 10 rupees. Next 10 to 50 units 20 rupees. Okay, so these blocks can be maintained at in the price level.
Yes.
So my consumption also should be prorated, right? First 10 units should be prorated to 10 rupees. Next 20 units should be prorated to 20 rupees. So for that purpose, we need to maintain this one. At the time of price discussion, we will see what is the block prices, what is the scale prices, what is the standard prices. That time you can understand properly. As of now, just remember that weighing keys, it will be for proration purpose. That's all.
Okay.
Proration, basically we can prorate the flat charges, I mean amounts we can prorate, and as well as we can prorate quantities. In some cases, if it is a 2 months period, okay, if it is a 2 months period, so first 30 days some value need to be calculated. For next 30 days some value need to be calculated. So this proration will happen based on the weighing key, and as well as your register level also some weighing key will be maintained. Based on that, calculations, internal calculations will happen. And then we'll see the rate type. You have any doubts? Anything? Just
no, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. So we'll discuss it now. Rate type. Rate type. It's very important. Based on your rate type only, your entire billing logic will be developed. just seeing of the rate type, you can say what type of rate is it, and what type of charges will be calculated. You can identify it very easily. Rate type, note it down if it is no, if you require you can note it down also. Rate type along with the rate category will determine the rate. Okay, we have different charges, consumption charges and service, some flat rate or service charges and some rental charges. So these charges need to be determined at in the schema level. So how to determine it? I mean, determine in the sense it need to be calculated. So rate, if you do the determination, rate type and along with rate category, which you maintain at an installation level, okay, at a rate determination level, will pick the suitable rate for this. So based on that, rates will be determined. Okay, so rate type can be maintained at in 4 places.
Okay.
One is rate type can maintain it in register level.
Yeah.
Rate type can be maintained at in device level. Okay.
Okay.
If you maintain the rate type at register level, it's for consumption billing. Okay.
Okay.
If you maintain rate type at device level, it's for rental billing. Okay. Note it down because it's very important. Based on this, your billing logic will be developed. And then rate type can be maintained installation or in rate category facts level, installation facts or rate category facts. If you maintain rate type installation facts or rate category facts, it's for flat rate billing purpose.
Okay.
Okay. Rate type is specific to the division and as well as the billing class. Rate type specific to the division and billing class. So for example, if you want to create rate type for residential customers, you need to give the residential billing class. If it is industrial customers, you need to assign industrial billing class. If you don't assign anything, then this rate type can be used for any different types of customers. Okay, and then we have different permissibilities. These also please note it down, because these are the things it will be repeated again and again. No, if you note it down, just look at once, you can understand, you can correlate while creating the rates. We have different permissibilities. One is the register permissibility, second one is device permissibility, third one is facts permissibility, fourth one is interval permissibility. Okay. So this register permissibility, it will be used for consumption billing purpose. Okay. If you check this checkbox, it's
what do you mean by this permissibility?
Permissibility is for permissibility in the sense, meaning what I can say, it's a usage. You can say usage.
Okay.
Okay. Register usage, device usage, facts usage, and interval permissibility. It's a terminology they are using, permissibility. Okay. If you check this checkbox, it's a register permissibility. It will be for consumption billing. Okay. Then if you check device permissibility, it's for rental billing. If you check facts permissibility, it's for flat rate billing. If you check it is for, it's a interval billing or RTP billing purpose, we will use the rate type. Okay. As I said, rate type can be used, can be maintained at in register level, correct? And for consumption billing, device level for rental billing, installation facts or rate category facts for flat rate billing. So if you maintain rate type at a register level, you need to check the register permissibility. If you maintain rate type at device level, you need to maintain the device permissibility. You need to check this checkbox. If you maintain the rate type at rate category facts or installation facts level, then you need to check this facts permissibility rate type. And interval permissibility, it's a RTP billing purpose you will be using it. So this rate type is it's base for ISU billing logic.
Yes.
Yeah, because whatever the charges you wanted to calculate, first you need to choose your rate type. Based on the rate type, I mean rates also, first you need to go for need to create one rate type, and then you need to create a rate. Then entire logic can be done. So here if you have any small doubt also, just please let me know, because it's a base basically. Till the class, it's when you practice or you don't practice, it doesn't matter. You can get the knowledge, because if you work on day to day master data and everything, you can get it. But this rate type, you just spend some time and try to understand, particularly this rate type. It's based on this rate type, your rates, your schema logic, your rate determination logic, everything it's depend on this. If you want to work as a billing consultant, you should thorough with this rate type. That's what. If you have any doubts or anything, just please let me know. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Just till here you practice it. Tomorrow we'll see the prices, and for tomorrow we'll create the rates. Okay.
Okay. So can I start the class tomorrow at morning?
Tomorrow morning at what time?
At 10 a.m.
I think I have some work.
Then at 12 noon.
12 o'clock. Okay, 12 o'clock is fine with me. Or else, are you going out? I mean, Sunday
Yeah,
evening.
I have to go out. Yeah, Sunday evening, and Sunday evening actually then after 9:30. 9:30 I can manage.
Okay, 9:30. After 9:30, that's fine, right? Because tomorrow I have some work. I'm going out actually. I'll be back by 11 o'clock or something. 9:30 is okay for you, right? Because 9:30 is okay, then we can start at 9:30. 9:30, 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Okay, tomorrow evening at 9:30 we'll meet.
Yes.
Okay, Manojit. Thank you.
Oh.